Good evening. Thank you. I hope you like my suit. My alert's broken again? Oh, it's because of the scene I'm on. Sorry. Not even buttoning up your top button. Hey, this is the last element of a long evening of hosting. I've just been hosting a pre-Oscars thing. This was the same suit and setup. I'm a little fatigued. I've, out of the goodness of my heart, dropped in here to do a quiz for you guys. Bruin, that's accurate, but it's been a long evening of hosting. Can't make my head bigger. I mean, I could, but... PJs. Right. We'll get a few more people in here, and then we'll quiz. Thank you for the sub. So, the quiz was given to me. This is the quiz from my wife's company, Christmas Do. There are picture rounds as well. Oh. Huh? Open with Adobe Acrobat. Why can't I open this? How bizarre. The application has failed to start because its side-by-side configuration is incorrect. Side-by-side configuration is incorrect. Huh. How insane. I've never seen that before. Has anyone ever seen that before? What if I print this to PDF? I just can't open Adobe Acrobat. What's going on? Any IT people in chat? Any IT people in chat? No? Yay? Yes, no? Drag it to a Chrome window. Alright, let's try that. That's worked. Thank you, Dave. Okay. So, I'm going to do rounds at a time. And at the end of the round, I'll give the answers. Just keep track of your scores. We're going to use the honor system. It's just a bit of fun. There's no need to cheat and Google stuff. And just make up scores. All right? Just be honest with yourselves, with each other, with me, because it's Christmas. Let's bear that in mind. Okay? I don't know whether to wait just a few minutes, see if we can get an even ton of people. We're at 91. It's a busy pub. Oh, fuck it, we'll start the quiz. All right, is everybody ready? You got your little notepads ready to keep track of what your answers were? There are 10 questions in this. In this round. There's quite a few rounds. And then there's also picture rounds and shit. You need background music? That's a very good point. Is that a 100 billion month Griff sub? Thank you, Griff. All right, the quiz beginneth. Wait, let me turn down the music because I'll be distracted. Question 1, round 1. Oh, we can't use that one. All right, but there's 9 questions in this round because one of these questions is specific to the venue that the pub quiz was in, so we'll skip that one. Point Nemo is more than 1,600 miles from land. It is so remote that the nearest humans are often those on board the ISS. In which ocean is Point Nemo? In which ocean is Point Nemo? Do not say the answers in chat. Question 2. You missed the question. Okay, we'll try and pay attention. Point Nemo is more than 1,600 miles from land. It is so remote that the nearest humans are often those on board the ISS. In which ocean is Point Nemo? In which ocean is Point Nemo? Question 2. Who were Alan Carr's fellow traitors in The Celebrity Traitors? The season just finished. He had 2 fellow traitors. I want their full names. If you can only give me first names, it's a half point. Who were Alan Carr's fellow traitors in The Celebrity Traitors? Question 2. What country will start using the euro on the 1st of January 2026? My youngest's guess was Japan. It's not Japan. Again, we're not guessing in chat. Even though UK, excellent guess, could be. Now, this question, when it was asked, this is the 5th question in a pre-Christmas pub quiz with people at my wife's company, clients. It's like a big thing. This question is straight out of left field. I would not put this in a pub quiz. All right, so just bear in mind, this is not my question, and I ask it just to show you how insane some people are. Lena Medina is the youngest confirmed mother in medical history. At what age did she give birth to her son? It's not a happy story. I guarantee you that. How old is the youngest confirmed mother in medical history? Oh, are we getting adverts? I'll wait. I'll wait for the ad break to end. Yeah, Christmas. People getting ready for the Christmas holidays. Let's drop a bombshell question. If I go there, I'll stop clipping into... I've got to be here, really. I just try and not move so much. It's quite difficult. All right, next question. Just years. In addition to the deputy leadership of the Labour Party, what two roles in government did Angela Rayner resign from on the 5th of September? An interesting one. In addition to the deputy leadership of the Labour Party, which two roles in government did Angela Rayner resign from on the 5th of September? Next question. Blepharoplasty, blepharoplasty, is cosmetic surgical procedure on what part of the body? Blepharoplasty is a cosmetic surgical procedure on what part of the body? That's fine, Heretic. It's normal. Next question. Who is older? Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? Who is older? Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? Next question. Which two members of the British royal family can currently issue royal warrants to providers of products and services that they use in their household? Which two members... It's not Prince Andrew. Which two members of the British royal family can currently issue royal warrants to providers of products and services they use in their household? And final question in this round. Sir Hermantio di Nicolau holds the record for the most number of edits on the English version of Wikipedia. Has he made 8.8 million edits, 7.1 million edits, 6.6 million edits? Sir Hermantio di Nicolau holds the record for the most number of edits on the English version of Wikipedia. Has he made 8.8 million, 7.1 million, or 6.6 million? That's answers A, B, or C. A, B, or C. Alright, that is the potluck round. We will now run through the answers. Point Nemo is in the Pacific Ocean. That's question 1. Pacific Ocean sits between Antarctica and the Pitcairn Islands. And if we had a spare bit of time, I would bore you with the details of the Pitcairn Islands. Does anyone not know the history of the Pitcairn Islands? The Pitcairn Islands, when the Bounty, captained by Captain Bligh, follow-up mission to get rape. Why did I read rapey incest islands? Breadfruit from the Hawaiians and the Pacific Islanders and bring it back to the plantations. It was in the 18th century. Captain Bligh, who'd served under Captain Cook. He's at sea. Things are going okay. He's kind of a dickhead of a captain. The crew mutiny. They set him adrift in a longboat, a lifeboat essentially. Him and a few of his loyalists. They kick him out. They sail around a bit, settle on Pitcairn Island. They brought with them some native men and women. They get to the island. No fucker lives there because it's a dump. And the descendants of those mutineers and the tribes people that they brought with them from the native islands, everyone that lives on Pitcairn Islands today, other than a handful of people who've moved there, are descendants of those people. Which is absolutely bonkers. If you watch a documentary about Pitcairn Island, what life is like on the island, it's pretty basic. But it's a fascinating story. Anyway, who were Alan Carr's fellow traitors? Jonathan Ross and Cat Burns, of course. Jonathan Ross and Cat Burns. The country that will start using the euro on the 1st of January is Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Lena Medina was 5 years old. This was years ago because she went on to have a second son at the age of 39. In addition to the deputy leadership, Angela Rayner lost Deputy PM and Secretary of State for Housing, Communities and Local Government. Secretary of State for Housing is sufficient. None of you got it, I'm sure. Blepharoplasty. Yeah, eyelids. Those. Boink. Who is older, Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? It's Tom Cruise. He's 63. Brad Pitt is 61. Which two members of the British royal family can currently issue royal warrants? That is the King and Queen only. That's King Chuck and his wife Cammy. Final question. Sir Amantio di Nicolau? It's C. 6.6 million edits. 6.6 million edits. The Medina answer was 5. The Blepharo answer was eyelid. We move on to the next round. Social influence. Keep track of your running score. These are all questions on social media and influencer culture. I do not feature. Question uno. Which sports star has the most followers for a non-brand profile on Instagram with 667 million followers? Which sports star has the most followers for a non-brand profile on Instagram with 667 million? Scullywicks, I hate a bow tie. I would never wear one voluntarily. Sometimes for tuxedos and that, you're stuck with them, but I fucking hate a bow tie. Question 2. Which country held manosphere influencers, cunts is how I call them, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan, on house arrest on suspicion of sex offences and human trafficking before their return to America? Just a reminder, this is a cheerful Christmas quiz featuring questions about sex offenders and 5-year-olds giving birth. So I don't make the questions, I just ask them. So Andrew Tate, Tristan, which country were they held in house arrest? Everybody knows this one. How many photos can you currently include on a single Instagram post? How many photos can you currently include on a single Instagram post? Do the quiz like Andrew Tate. I don't know how he speaks. I've never watched him for even a second. It's one of those things. There's no interest in hearing what he has to say. Couldn't even tell you what his accent is. He's English, I believe, unfortunately. What is the name of Donald Trump's social media platform, and what are posts to it called? What is the name of Donald Trump's social media platform, and what are posts to it called? Point for each. Jimmy Donaldson has the most popular channel on YouTube with 446 million subscribers. His videos feature extreme challenges and stunts, big competitions, record-breaking attempts, and charity giveaways. What is the name of Jimmy's channel and online persona? You all know that one. Which AI chatbot could be prompted to praise Hitler and call for a second Holocaust in an update in July? Everyone should get this one too. If you don't get these, you're not aware of how shit things are. Which AI chatbot was a cunt earlier this year? Just take a fucking guess. You know what it is. Like, immediately. In addition to her acting career, Selena Gomez is a prominent social influencer. What is her range of makeup products called? Selena Gomez's makeup range. Name? Kai Cenat is the most popular Twitch streamer. I bet he's never done a quiz like this one. Mr. Sanat, figure it out. Is known for popularizing the viral phrases including Riz. What does Riz mean? What does Riz mean? Question 9. Which of these guests has made the most appearances on Joe Rogan's podcast? Neil deGrasse Tyson, Elon Musk, or Edward Snowden? Which of those people has made the most appearances on Joe Rogan's Dickhead podcast? Is it Neil deGrasse Tyson, Elon Musk, or Edward Snowden? Rismond. That's nice. Molly May Hague has parlayed her 2019 appearance on Love Island. By the way, parlayed is just a clever way of saying conned a bunch of people into a social influencer career. What is the name of her Love Island and real-life partner? Molly May Hague, 2019, Love Island, real-life partner on Love Island. Who is it? What's his name? Yeah, this round, I think, is really listed a bunch of absolute dicks. Your answers are coming! Question 1. Sports star, most followers, non-gram, 667 million. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's question 1. Answer was Cristiano Ronaldo. Country that held Andrew Tate and his dickhead brother on suspicion of sex offences. Couple of dickheads. Romania. Question 3. Photos on Instagram post. 20. It's 20. Max of 20 Instagram post. Donald Trump's idiot social media cunt platform. Truth Social. And the posts are called Truths. Finally, they're posting truths on Truth Social. I posted 2 posts yesterday afternoon. People said they were lies, but they're called truths, so they must be real. Question 5. Jim Donaldson has the most blah blah blah. It's Mr. Beast. Which AI chatbot could be prompted to praise Hitler? It was Grok, which is apparently based. It's maximum based and truth-seeking. Because it's full of cunts. The internet is full of cunts. Who knew? Selena Gomez's range of beauty products. Rare Beauty. I like my beauty well done. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Not true. I think Rare Beauty is, that's okay. Kai Cenat. Riz means style, charm, attractiveness, or some similar explanation. Some kind of synonym for those things. Neil deGrasse Tyson, supposedly beloved educator and science guy, who I always thought just probably has a massive ego, is the person who's been on Joe Rogan's podcast the most. He's been on there more than Elon Crust. And Molly May Hague, her partner is Tommy Fury, as if any of us give a shit. This is all about London, so if you don't know anything about London, you're going to get 0. Just guess. Bosh your guess down. Round 3, Lost London. London's last gas destructor lamp is in a lane next to the Savoy Hotel. What was their purpose in their Victorian heyday, apart from casting light? What was the point of a gas destructor lamp? Question 2. What is the name of the river that was covered over and buried under Farringdon Road and Ludgate Circus and which flows into the Thames at Blackfriars? Very famous. A lot of YouTube videos on this bad boy. You can still hear it bubbling underground now. Right, Dr. Nick. The answers are to yourself. Alright? What you're doing is, we're in a pub quiz. The question master has asked a question, and you just shout it out instead of just writing down your answer and waiting for the scores. Alright? You call yourself a doctor. I don't know what you're a doctor of. Maybe you should get someone to have a look at you. Next question. I'll start again. Much mourned by the veterans of the 2000s city lunch scene, what did Fuzzy's Grub specialise in? Fuzzy's Grub. The city lunch scene of the early 2000s. What sandwich did they specialise in? I'll give you a guess. A sandwich. What sandwich did they specialise in? Bloomberg's London HQ is built above a Roman temple dedicated to which god? Bloomberg's London HQ is built above a Roman temple dedicated to which god? Question 5. London Zoo started out as a new home for the Royal Menagerie. What famous London landmark hosted the lions, tigers, and elephants until 1830, before they were moved to London Zoo? Which two now defunct free evening newspapers went head-to-head in competition with the Evening Standard from 2006? This is a London round. You know, London, tough shit. This quiz was done for a bunch of people who work and live in London. So I didn't come up with this quiz. Just, this is the evener. This is the great equalizer. If you don't know, tough shit. You don't know. You don't know, you don't know. What can I say? Can't all be about Dota. This is the... excuse me, Quizmaster. Yeah, what can I do for you, mate? When is the Dota round, please? Specifically offlaners. Where is the roundabout builds for offlaners? Quizmaster! Excuse me. I've just come from work, working very hard, actually, as an actuary. And I've come here to this pub quiz and I've found out that all these questions are about normie things. Where's the Dota question? Where are the Dota questions? Tough shit. This is London. It's a London round. After the King's Cross fire of 1987, what wooden death traps were removed from the underground, the last disappearing in 2014? Something, death trap, wooden, removed, 1987, King's Cross fire. Think about what it was. It was not scarecrows. Once common, there are only a few temples of relief in London. What were they? What were they? Watching it in the spotlight. They were not trebuchets. What stood in the place of Leicester Square's M&M store for decades until 2008? So what used to be where the M&M store is? Famous M&M store, Leicester Square. What stood there? And finally, London's pubs, clubs, and even underground stations were once filled with the smell of cigarette smoke. In what year did the smoking ban come into force? I remember it well. It was a terrible dark day in this country's history. Stop putting your guesses in chat, you fucking melts! Write it down, and then we do the answers at the end of the round! Like a quiz! Are you guys simple? You never done a quiz before? What are you doing? Morons! The gas destructor lamp was to burn off excess sewer gas. I want to hear that word, that beautiful two-word combo, sewer gas. What happened to the sewer gas? We used to have sewer gas. Now they burned it off with the gas destructor lamp. I didn't like it. We should have more. That river that flows under Farringdon, Ludgate, flows into Thames Blackfriars, the River Fleet. Very famous. You can still hear it bubbling if you go to the right place. You can covered over a river. If there isn't a more apt descriptor for modern society, we had a river and we covered it up. Got to put roads there. Incorrect. Fuzzy Grubs were known for their roast dinner sandwiches. Of course they were. Everybody knows Fuzzy Grubs. Fuck off. That's a city boy question, that is. Bloomberg's HQ was built on a Roman temple dedicated to the god Mithras. The god Mithras. Hail Mithras. Hail Mithras. London Zoo. Originally they housed the Royal Menagerie at the Tower of London. Of course they did. Where else are you going to keep them? The two defunct evening papers were the London Paper and London Light. A point for each. And the King's Cross Fire 1987, they replaced wooden escalators, if you can believe it. Wooden escalators. The King's Cross Fire, don't read about it. It's horrendous. We used to have a lot more wooden shit in this country. Everywhere did. Wooden escalators. Wooden football stands. Someone drops a cigarette. Spark happens. Conflagration. Terrible. The Temple of Relief are cast iron urinals. I will accept toilets or any derivation thereof. Before the M&M store, it was the Swiss Centre. London clubs, they banned the smoking ban 2007. Dark days. Dark days. This is now dead celebrities with the biggest incomes in 2024. This is quite an interesting round. Wait, if I do this, it looks like I'm just hiding it in my shirt and drinking cider. Okay. 0 out of 10. Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, you'll get this one. So these are celebrities who are dead, okay? And their estate still makes a shitload of money. And it will absolutely amaze you how much money these guys make, all right? Coming in at number 10. John Lennon's estate made $17 million in 2024. How old would he be if he was still alive? How old would John Lennon be if he was still alive? He made $17 million in 2024 from beyond the grave. At number 9, Matthew Perry earned $18 million, almost all of which was generated from Friends royalties. What was the name of his character's annoying ex-girlfriend in the show Friends? What was Chandler's annoying ex-girlfriend's name in the show Friends? Cartoonist Charles M. Schulz earned $30 million in 2024. Which comic strip did Charles M. Schulz write and illustrate for many years? Charles M. Schulz. Dave, just the first name. Charles M. Schulz cartoon strip. What? Bob Marley. 7th place, 34 million. What was the name of the hurricane that recently struck his home country of Jamaica? Which hurricane did Jamaica fully eat face first? Prince just pipped Bob Marley to 6th place, earning $35 million whilst dead. British newspapers recently enjoyed mocking the King's brother as the Andrew formerly known as Prince. What name will Andrew be known as now that he's a commoner? So, the Andrew formerly known as Prince, paedophile, and cunt, what is his new name now that he's not Prince Andrew? Musician Rick Ocasek earned $45 million in 2024. What band did the Just What I Needed singer belong to? Elvis Presley finished out on a podium finish. He finished 4th. Earned $50 million in 2024 whilst dead. How many visitors visited Graceland last year? Was it A, 600,000, B, 400,000, or C, 200,000? 6, 4, 2, A, B, C. Very simple. Dr. Zeus came in 3rd with a revenue of $75 million from the Hades. What food does Sam I Am try to convince the unnamed character to eat in Zeus's best-selling book? And it rhymes with Sam I Am. If you can't figure that out, you clearly don't know who Dr. Zeus is. What was that book called? 9. Freddie Mercury. $250 million in 2024. Who played him in the biopic Bohemian Rhapsody? An actor that I despise, and who, as far as I'm concerned, is the bane of any film that he is in. Who plays Freddie Mercury? Number 1, Michael Jackson. $600 million whilst dead. Which of his songs is his most streamed with 2.3 billion streams on Spotify? Right, the answers. Well, I'm sorry, Kazunik. Get in on it. Oh, Mr. Yeah. That was indeed the answer. But I think I said it, didn't I? Coming in at 10th place, John Lennon. If he was still alive, he'd be 85. 85. Matthew Perry's ex-girlfriend, Janice. Charles M. Schultz was responsible for Peanuts. I will not accept Charlie Brown or Snoopy. The comic strip was called Peanuts. The main characters were all peanuts. They just didn't realize it. The hurricane that hit Jamaica, Melissa. And Nonce Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. It's too fancy for Andrew Nonsford Nonsington would be. It would be good enough. Rick Okasek was in the band Cars. Don't know. 600,000 people visited Graceland. Its answer is A. Pedandrew. Yeah, very good. The Grand Old Notes of York works too. 600,000 people visited Graceland, so the answer was A. Dr. Zeus, Sam I Am, Green Eggs and Ham. Green Eggs and Ham. Freddie Mercury was played by the detestable Rami Malek. And Michael Jackson's most streamed song is Billie Jean, who, as I understand it, although he's not 100% clear, is not his lover. The kid just looks a bit like him. Can we do a picture round? Wait, just let me make sure I've got the answers for these. I do. The next round is a sport round, but we're going to do the picture round in the meantime. Alright, so this is movie MacGuffins. So you're going to need to name 1 point for the item, 1 point for the franchise. There you go. Look at the object and make a note of the item and the franchise or film that it was from. So, for example, everybody's going to get this one. Here, number 8. That's Thanos' glove. And just put down Avengers. I believe 10 is not a dildo, for anyone wondering. You'll just have to wait. Counting up the instants that we made. Tired nations on the grave. Wave to the camera. Take a giant ram rider, raise the demon settlement. And hi-ho, silver ride. Down, 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 down. Hi-ho, silver ride. Take another adventure. Hey, listen to me. I'm on the stereo. The stereo. Oh, my baby, 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 baby. Hysteria. Hysteria. Oh. speaks like an ordinary guy. We good? We could just do the answers for this one now. All right. I'll give you another minute or two. It's 1 point for each bit. If you say Thanos' glove, 1 point. Avengers, another point. So there is 30 points up for grabs. Does anyone need more time? Yeah, sorry, my air conditioner was playing up. All right, we'll do it. Here are the answers. The first one is Heart of the Ocean, and the film is Titanic. Heart of the Ocean and Titanic. The next one is The DeLorean from Back to the Future. The next one is The Ruby Slippers and The Wizard of Oz. Number 4 is Freddy Krueger's Glove and Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 5, of course, is The Holy Grail and Indiana Jones. One detail I like is that although Jesus was a humble carpenter, he still had time to add some gold leaf inlay to the cup. Because, you know. And that's, yeah. Indiana Jones is the name of the franchise. Number 6 is Rosebud and Citizen Kane. One thing that annoys me is that he says franchise. Citizen Kane is not a franchise. Titanic is not a franchise. Can we just call them films? Number 7 is Jack Sparrow's Compass from Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 8, The Infinity Gauntlet from Avengers or the MCU. Number 9 is The Diadem of Rowena Ravenclaw from Harry Potter. Number 10 is a dildo from the film Arse Blasters 14. Oh wait, sorry, I'm wrong. Fuck, I've got the wrong page open. That is the Neuralizer from Men in Black. Neuralizer from Men in Black. My bad. Number 11 is The One Ring from, I believe it's Star Wars. That's from Star Wars. That Luke gets the One Ring from his uncle, and they kill a pig or something like that. Number 12 is The Heart of Tefiti from Moana. Number 13 is The Walther PPK from James Bond. Number 14 is The Burn Book from Mean Girls, classic. And number 15 is The Alethemiometer from the Golden Compass. From the Golden Compass. So well done, those of you who got them. Well done. Right, next set of questions, innit? This is sport. This is sport. Which English football club became the first to win the treble? That being the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League all in the same season. He doesn't mention that in the question. Which English football club was the first to win the treble? Premier League, FA Cup, UEFA Champions League. That should already give you a big clue. Because the Champions League, of course, didn't exist in early football lore. All you have to do is think of a team that became the first. Think of a dominant team from the past. I say the past. Many years ago. In what year did England's men's cricket team win their first ICC Cricket World Cup? What year did England's men's cricket team win their first ICC Cricket World Cup? Question 3. Who was the first British woman to win a Grand Slam singles title in the Open era? Very famous name in this sport. It's tennis. Who was the first British woman to win a Grand Slam singles title in the Open era? England lost in their first ever Rugby World Cup final appearance to which country? First ever Rugby World Cup final appearance we lost to which country? Which British athlete famously won double Olympic gold in the 5,000 and 10,000 at both London 2012 and Rio 2016? He's from round my way. We painted a postbox gold in his neighbourhood in Teddington. Who is the youngest ever winner? This is question 6. Who is the youngest ever winner of the World Snooker Championship? Youngest ever winner of the World Snooker Championship. Question 7. Which legendary boxer... Oh, I'll wait for the ads to end. Hold on. Just give it your best shot, Lontra. Just give it the old college try. Yes, Cow Guy, just write down your answers, and at the end of the round I'll give you the answers and you just score yourself. It's just a bit of fun, just an honour thing. There's no prizes or anything. Ads are done. Okay, great. Who was the youngest ever winner of the World Snooker Championship? That was question 6. Question 7. Which legendary boxer did Henry Cooper floor in a 1966 fight in Wembley? Give me a sec. I'll just add an email. Hold on. Right, I'm ready. Which golfer has won the most number of major championships? Which golfer? Just name a golfer if you don't know golf. Lewis Hamilton equaled Michael Schumacher's record of most wins of the Formula One World Drivers' Championship. How many times have they each won it? Hamilton, Schumacher, how many World Driver Championships? Think of a number. Question 10. At the Rio Olympics, Team GB achieved its best post-war placing in the medals table. Where did we end up? And I'll do the answers. Manchester United were the first to ever score a treble. 2019 was the first year that England won the ICC World Cricket Cup. Virginia Wade was that tennis player. Australia was who we lost to. Mo Farah in 2012 and 2016. Stephen Hendry, the youngest ever winner of the World Snooker Championship. Muhammad Ali was knocked down by Henry Cooper in 1966. Jack Nicklaus has won 18 majors versus Tiger Woods 15. Hamilton, Schumacher 7. And at the Rio Olympics, Team GB got second place. Second place. Okay. The next round is called Do You Speak English? These are questions about variations in English all over the world. From Australian English, what is a goon bag? You got your bloody goon bag on you? Ah, g'day, mate. I'm looking for a goon bag. Question 2. From American English, what is a binky? What is a binky? Look, listen, V Gorani, you don't answer in chat. I'll give you the answers at the end and everyone can do the honor system. Don't put your answers out there. Okay? It's a pub quiz. So you just zip it and then the answers come out. That's cool. From Scottish English, what are messages? Messages? In South African English, what does it mean if something is lekker? And I know what this means. I know exactly why. From Canadian English, what's a toque? Sips mentions them enough. What is a toque? From Welsh English, what does it mean to be tamping? He was tamping! You wouldn't believe it. How was he on Friday? Friday? He was tamping. From New Zealand, what are jindals? Jandals? Jandals? Got your jandals on your legs? From Irish English, what does it mean to shift someone? I'll shift you. You shift someone. Shift someone. Are you looking to get shifted? I have made a peaceful and legitimate request for shifting. What does it mean to shift someone? From Indian English, what does it mean to prepone something? To prepone something. And number 10. From Birmingham English, what's a snap? A snap. Alright, here are the answers. No, I didn't do the Indian accent because that would be racist. I think that's fair. A goon bag is a bag of cheap wine. Like a bag of wine in a box. A bag of wine in a box. A binky is a dummy or pacifier. Messages are groceries. If something is lekker, it's tasty or really cool, and that's the same in the Netherlands. That's the same in Dutch. A toque is a knitted hat or beanie. Tamping is to be furious. New Zealand, jingles are flip-flops. Flip-flops. To shaft someone, fucking shift you, is to kiss them. Indian English, to prepone is to bring something forward. It's the opposite of postpone. And in Birmingham, let's meet up for a snap. I go for a little snap. Is lunch. Pop culture trends in 2025. I'm sure this will go down jolly well with chat. What NFL team does Taylor Swift's fiance, Travis Kelce, play for? What NFL team does Meathead MAGA boy Travis Kelce play for? $1.1 million people saw Oasis on their comeback Oasis Live 25 tour in the UK earlier this year. Surprisingly, they didn't play their first day of that tour in Manchester. Which city got that honour instead? True, not the Rags. Which American actress sued Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment and intimidation this year? Stranger Things comes to an end later this year with the release of the 5th and final season. In what year was the first season of Stranger Things? Bye, Dave. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are ubiquitous again promoting Wicked Part 2. Who plays the Wizard of Oz in the films? Cow Guy, we're not answering in chat. Lady Gaga gave a one-off free concert to 2.5 million people in support of her latest album, Mayhem, becoming the record holder for a female artist. Where was the concert held? The thing is, Calgo, one person gives an answer before you know other people start giving answers. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, but how much could you save per person in the viral ad that sparked countless memes this summer? Just imagine the ad in your head. You could save up to... K-pop Demon Hunters became the most watched original Netflix title at its release, racking up 325 million views. What is the name of the demon-slaying girl band in the film? In My Back Garden Is Mine. But yours was like... looked like an answer. If you didn't know the answer, you might foolishly think that. A Minecraft movie was an unlikely hit after years in development hell. What is the name of the franchise's main character played by Jack Black who wields a pickaxe? And Justin Trudeau has an unlikely new partner in which celebrity? Justin Trudeau, former Prime Minister of Canada, has an unlikely new partner in which celebrity? NFL team Travis Kelce plays for is the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Cardiff was where Oasis made their comeback. Blake Lively is suing Justin Baldoni. Stranger Things started in 2016. 2016. Mad. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Wizard of Oz is Jeff Goldblum. Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana's beach was where Gaga had that 2.5 million people gig. Still not as good as Rush in Rio, am I right? Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. You could save up to £50 per person. It was £50. K-pop Demon Hunters, blah blah blah. Hunter/X. Hunter/X. Hunter without an E, which makes it Hunter. Un Hunter, s'il vous plaît. A Minecraft character is Steve. Justin Trudeau has taken, now that he's not a Prime Minister anymore, he's gone straight for fucking Katy Perry which is, I think, a fine move. I'm a big fan of Katy Perry. Not her brain. I'll say it right now. Most people, you're meant to be nice and say, you know, I like her for her personality and her intelligence and her brain. I just fancy Katy Perry. I don't really want to ever have to have a conversation with her. But we'd make an excellent couple. All right. Oh, wait. Did I finish? Yeah, Katy Perry. Okay. I'm just going to speak the first couple of lines of songs. Very famous songs. I will just say them. All right? I will just say them. And you have to guess the artist and the song from me just reading the first two lines. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if, after all these years, you'd like to meet. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if, after all these years, you'd like to meet. Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Load up on guns and bring a friend. Bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Question 3. Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. Yeah, I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Yeah, I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. Holding me back. Gravity's holding me back. I know I have a good judgment. I know I have a good taste. It's funny, and it's ironic, that only I feel that way. That sounds like something I would say on the Triforce podcast. But I know I have good judgment. I know I have good taste. It's funny, and it's ironic, that only I feel that way. Hear the drums echoing tonight, but she only whispers of some quiet conversation. Alright, here are the answers. Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet. That's Adele and Hello. That's Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Baby, can't you see I'm calling? Girl, you should wear a warning. Britney Spears was toxic. Yeah, I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. The Weekend, Blinding Lights. A point for each. I have this thing where I get older but never wiser. Is Taylor Swift. Number 6, The Holy Water's Watered Down. That is Alex Warren, Ordinary. Oh, and the Taylor Swift song was Anti-Hero. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. Holding Me Back, Gravity's Holding Me Back is Harry Styles, As It Was. I know I have good judgment. I know I have good taste. Sabrina Carpenter with Please, Please, and Another Please. Hear the Drums Elkin tonight is Toto Africa. This is the close-up round. You have to identify what this is in extreme close-up. And I will now bring up the picture round for you. So you have to write down for each of these, there are 12 of them. What do you think that is? What is that? What is that there? I think that's ironic, Yuzba. The fact that she knows she's right, but she's the only one who thinks that way. There's some irony in that. Well, Kazranik, you didn't get any of them. But I could read them out, actually, while this is going on. The first one was Adele, Hello. Second one was Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Third one, Britney Spears, Toxic. Fourth one, The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. The fifth was Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero. The sixth was Alex Warren, Ordinary. The seventh was Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. The eighth was Harry Styles, As It Was. The ninth was Sabrina Carpenter, Please, Please, Please. And the last one was Toto Africa. What are these things? Careful with number 7. And depending on how old you are, maybe number 10. And if you've been in a bad accident, maybe even number 4. But so, Yuzba, the point is she's deluded. So she's calling it ironic, but the irony is that she's being ironic, right? Like she's not saying, I am actually believe these things. Do you know what I'm saying? Alright, that's enough. That's enough guessing. Alright, the answers to this round. Number 1 is lipstick. Number 2 is a plastic kitchen sponge. Sponge in close-up. Number 3 is a serrated knife. That's what the edges of a serrated knife look like. These are for cutting. These are for ripping and tearing. Number 4, that is a cornflake. You might see in a cereal bowl, in a bowl of cereal, covered in milk. In number 5 is a tea bag. There he is. Number 6, the pages of a book. Book. Pages of a book. Number 7, it's a spaghetti. It's the end of a spaghetti. It's not cooked spaghetti. I mean, there's al dente, I'll break your teeth though. But there's a piece of a pasta. It's a spaghetti. Number 8. A grain of a sugar. A single grain of a sugar. Number 9 is a keyboard X key. That's the X key just on a keyboard. Number 10. That is the stalk of an apple. Number 11. That is brass. That's just brass. Number 12. It's cardboard. It's a humble cardboard. It's a spaghetti. The stalk. Stalk. It's the apple stalk. The bit you don't eat that hangs off the tree. Good old brass. Nothing beats that. No, a colouring pencil is not a lipstick. I won't do an Indian accent, but Italian is fair game. Do you know why that might be, JJTK? What colour are Italian people? And what colour am I? And why is it reasonable that I make fun of other white people, but I don't make fun of people of different races? Is it because, for a very long time, the comedy character on a lot of TV shows was always some poor black guy, some poor Indian guy, some poor Chinese guy, or, even worse, a white dude made up to look like those people so he can serve the clown role. They don't have to actually hire one. Think about that. You're welcome, brother. Let me mute for a second. I have to make a quick phone call. I'll be right back. Thank you for your attention to the 2025 Christmas quiz in November. The way I see it, everyone on my road has their Christmas decorations up already. All the shops are already playing Christmas music. I went out to a restaurant today for my daughter's birthday, and they were playing Christmas music in November. We're not even 30 days from Christmas. Anyway, who won the quiz? Post your scores. That's the end of the quiz. Need your total scores. $67. You said 2. Well, I hope you've all kept track of who did well and what. It's the end of this year's Christmas quiz, the festive quiz. I'm recording tomorrow, so I won't be around streaming during the day. I've got double record. Triforce and me and Ben's Star Trek podcast, so I'm going to call it there. But I will see you guys in the evening tomorrow, and then Friday. Oh wait, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. We're going out for dinner. We'll see. And then I'll be around at the weekend. Anyway, cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.